All right. Well, I'm Phil Taylor of Elevate Group and Backstage Pastors, and I am here with my good friend Mark Reynolds. Mark and I were just on a coaching call. Mark is the one of the executive pastors at Oak Ridge Baptist Church. They are in the middle of a building project, and he just told me about this crazy thing that he dealt with in the last week. And I felt like there was a lesson in there to share with others. And so I said, "Hey, man, you mind if we just hit record on our Zoom call? And we can share this with other pastors and hopefully save them some money and heartache." So, Mark, tell us a little bit about what just happened to you and how you saved $300,000 from being stolen from your church.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh when you hear someone else say the whole word about having 300,000 stolen from your church, but that's almost what really happened. I was sitting at my desk, and just to give a little background, we had a capital campaign, so a large part of our money before construction is in an investment account, very safe investments, and it just came up time for a big construction draw. So it was time to transfer some money from investments over into our checking so we could pay the contractor on time. So that figure was $300,000. And my investment person, we've been working with together for about 10 to 15 years. And I told him, I say, hey, let's set up ACH. Let's make it as easy as possible that I just initiated ACH each time I need the money, and let's make it happen. But notice to me, 2 days before everything went down, someone had hacked my email account. Actually, they tried to hack several of the email accounts, and for some odd reason, they were able to tap my email and read through my email to understand that I was trying to do this transfer. So literally, what they did on Monday, they sent an email from me or from my email account saying, and my broker's name is Chris. Hey, Chris, I'm getting ready to go into a lot of meetings. I don't have any time to talk to you personally, but we have decided to change from an ACH to a wire transfer, and we've attached all the information. Now, uh,
So they were
there
going
was
to
no
kind of
change.
cut that off and they were going to divert that $300,000 away from the church and into this other wire transfer or away from your contractor.
Exactly. They were putting it right back to a Wells Fargo bank account, which has nothing to do with us at all. And legit email. I mean, it was my email address, wasn't any freaky, because they were able to somehow hack my email. And thank goodness. And this is what I big say the saving grace. My investment person and I, we probably have lunch once a year, and we talk every quarter. And he knew the gist of the email was not right, so he sent an encrypted message back to me to say, hey, let's talk about your transfer. Very short, very brief, which I knew wasn't, that's Chris's language, to be like, there's trouble. We need to talk about this. And sure enough, his email didn't go in my inbox. It went to my drafts, which automatically sent a red flag to say, and then I could read these other people impersonating me, who were addressing Chris directly.
Wow.
So Chris and I had a chance to talk, and I was like, dude, that's not me at all. And he said, I didn't think so. So immediately as we got off, he went his direction with his compliance officer and his legal department, and I went straight to my IT to realize that. That's when I realized that someone had got in. I hadn't done anything wrong. We looked exactly what my computer was doing at that time. I wasn't I wasn't anywhere where I needed to be. I didn't click on any link. It's just one of those fluke things. Somebody was trying to hack the church, and got into my particular mine and started scanning my emails. So
Yeah,
very
what's
quickly we shut
interesting
it
is
down.
you told me that that your I don't know if it was you said your contractor or somebody told you that some of these hackers are actually targeting churches that are in building projects because they know that there are large transfers happening on a regular basis when you're in the middle of a multi-million dollar building project.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was my banker, because I immediately put my banker on alert, because what had happened before this email was we had to provide a voided check. So all of a sudden in my emails is a voided check with my account number, routing number, everything that someone could really have fun with. But again, being legit, thinking everything is
Wow.
safe. So my banker said, "Hey, just recently we're watching this with churches across the U.S. as well, and just recently a church, a builder had impersonated with the same logo of their builder and said, hey, this is where I need you to send your payments now versus the other place." And the church started sending payments to this other location. And then that church was out hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to collect it, as well. So they're out there, and they are. I mean, it doesn't take much
Wow.
to to look at your website, look at different, and realize a church is in a building process, and they kind of acknowledge that you're working with a contract and these things are happening.
Wow. All right. Do we miss anything? Do we cover all the details on this?
No, I think that was the best thing. The best thing was the relationship. We shut it down on our email,
Yeah.
and our investment broker and I talked, and that was the key. I tell people, make sure you know who's handling your money and know them on a more relational basis, so they can sense the moment that something doesn't feel right, that to stop it all.
Right. Yeah. So any pastors or business leaders that are working with their churches on projects, keep an eye out, especially
Mm-hmm.
during email communication. And if anything looks weird, the best thing you can do is just give them a call and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
did you ask me to change this from an ACH to a wire transfer? Did you ask me to do this?" Because the hackers are out there, they're looking, and you thwarted a $300,000
Yeah.
theft from your church.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got a steak dinner or something out of it, Mark. I don't know.
I don't know. I got a good night's rest the next day. It took me a while to recuperate from the whole thought. The next day I did eat okay.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Well, thanks for sharing that story, Mark.
Oh, my
And
pleasure.
we'll take this kind of low budget video and we'll post it
There you
for
go.
other people to learn from. So thanks. And Mark is at Oak Ridge Baptist Church, and I'm with Elevate Group as well as Backstage Pastors. And it's great to be able to just share this story and hopefully save other people
Yes.
some heartache, some headache, and hopefully some money. All right, thanks, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome. Quite welcome.